So I was chatting with a friend of mine. He asked how I was doing leading up to today, and I said I felt intimidated. He asked why. I said I think of all the greats that have gone before me. I think of Coleman Coogan, I think of Richard Kriskevich, and other idols, and then you have me. But I know with faith in God and support of the brothers, we'll be just fine. And they all started the same place you and I did.
Tell me about it, and I really felt that same thing, some of those same sentiments, just even during the ceremony. I got very sentimental a few different times during the acolyte when you and I were up there and having brothers come up to us and bow, and it was just a reminder of the support that we have amongst the brothers, most especially, and especially our families.
Yes.
During that moment, flashback to my mom, my aunt, friends, family, dad, everybody that has just supported me over these last couple of years within the vocation, but even just from birth. It's just this idea of continuing on the journey. And that for me was very prominent during that part of the ceremony, during the acolyte and the Echequambono personally.
When my sponsor, Bob Schaefer, put on this cross, the profession cross of the brother that was president when I was in high school at Central Catholic, and Bob said he would want another Viking to happen. It was just a whirlwind of emotions all at one time. Like you said, the family and the journey, and it coming to, I guess, fruition from what started back in 2009.
Yeah, I gotta say, when I received the robe, it was sort of a feeling of, I wouldn't say sadness, but this feeling of, wow, my life is going to continue to change now. And this is a symbol of that change and a symbol of commitment. We recently had a couple of conversations with friends who just continually been telling me how proud of me they are, and I say why, and they say because you're committed to something. And we too want to be committed. So it's just a reminder of how our generation and how those around us want us to continue to be committed, and there is a desire for that commitment, not just amongst us, but amongst all that we know as well.
Absolutely.
Having a certain schedule, but very different, departed from the normal day-to-day.
Figuring out not getting up and going to work every day.
Will be a new experience. And the more conversations I have about those that have come before us, about their novitiate experiences, the more they continue to say that just take time for yourself, which is for me difficult, because I'm used to just having the attention on others, and I'd rather be behind the scenes helping out and serving others than for the attention to be on me. But this is a whole year of continuing to take that time for ourselves, to make sure that, is this truly what God is calling us to? We might not get a direct answer, but hopefully a little more clarity as we continue to go on this journey. So I'm nerve-sided.
So, brothers, as Kyle and I now begin our novitiate year, it's another year in community, and we have great communities around the district. Kyle and I both lived in community in the Bronx, here at Jeremy House, and it's time to take value and start CAP. It's CAP time again, everybody's favorite time. But I think now, especially in light of everything that's been going on, it stresses the need for fraternal support and unity in the community. I think it's the founders saying that unity in the community is a precious gem. And I don't think anything can be truer at this time.
And although we are called to be unified, that doesn't mean that we are no less individuals that are loved by God and have different characteristics and different personalities that at times may be on edge or may create a little bit of tension, but it's from that tension that blossoms this idea of unity, this sense of coming together despite our differences, so to say. The peace in the house doesn't necessarily just come from there being no conflict. It comes from the ability to be able to speak to one another out of sincerity, out of honesty, and out of this sense of understanding that there is a larger picture in our minds and in front of us on our journeys, and that is ultimately the reign of God, the kingdom of God.
And as we begin this new year with Kyle and I at the Novitiate, please know that you're in our prayers. We don't have much else to do but pray in the Novitiate, but know that you're in our prayers.